Hello there and welcome back for the first time to Metal Gear Solid 3 and my personal favourite of the franchise. I have such fond memories of this game that I'm a little bit worried about replaying it. It has been a while. But I remember enjoying the second game and I remember it being weird. Storyline wise I remember it being weird, and I didn't realise how weird it actually was until I replayed it for the channel. I'm hoping that it doesn't happen again with this one. I don't remember this one being weird, outside of the normal Metal Gear Solid weirdness. The whole franchise has its weird moments and really strange characters. However, that's part of its charm. So, we're going to be jumping into this one. We have had a little bit of a break in the Metal Gear franchise, and I was in two minds whether to leave this until we get the Delta remake, which is looking very, very tasty. However, I kind of want to play it now for the channel, so I'm going to play the original, and further down the line we may end up playing the remake, the Delta version. When, I don't really know, but we're going to be playing this one now, the original. So please grab your favourite drinks and snacks, curl up somewhere comfortable, come hang out with me as we jump straight into Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. Enjoy, guys, enjoy.
After the end of World War II, the world was split into two, East and West.
I completely forgot that this was voice-overed. I was about to read that out. I took a breath and everything. I'm genuinely excited to play this game again. It's been a while since I played it, and my stealth skills are probably really bad again, because it's a perishable skill. It really is. So we are playing on normal, like normal difficulty level, and on the European version, because I had a choice between the European and the American version, and to be perfectly honest,
altitude 30,000 feet.
I don't know the difference. I don't know what's different about it.
20 minutes to drop off.
Commencing internal depressurization. Equipment check. Arm main parachute.
All right. You ready to go?
Drop zone still showing up.
So many fond memories of this game, and I'm genuinely excited to play it. There's my boy.
That cigar. Connecting oxygen hose to interior connector. Put on your mask.
Yeah, I think he's on his own time, my dude.
Does this panty waste know what he's doing?
The short answer is yes.
Approaching release point.
10 minutes to drop off.
Hey, are you deaf?
He said put out the cigar and put on your mask.
Damn it. I can't remember if that's a Cuban cigar or not.
Depressurization complete.
Checking oxygen supply.
6 minutes to drop off. Opening rear hatch.
So yeah, this being the first one in the timeline. This is like pre-Foxhound and everything like that. Like I think it's or maybe the birth of Foxhound. I can't remember exactly now. It's all very political.
6 degrees Celsius. 2 minutes to drop off. Stand up.
You'll be falling at 130 miles per hour. Try not to get frostbite from the wind chill.
1 minute to drop off.
I never noticed that before. Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater on his helmet.
One for the history books.
I wonder if that changes based on.
10 seconds to drop off. Stand by.
When I was basically was going through the menus,
Prepare for drop-off.
it asked as if I'm playing for the first time, playing like Metal Gear 1, Metal Gear 2, or Metal Gear 3. I picked 3.
God be with you.
See you later. What an opening. My question is, would you do that? Would you actually do that? Would you do a Halo jump? Is it Halo? I can't remember. I know the high altitude, low orbit. I can't remember if that one was one, or it may. I don't. There's one of the games where it brings up that's the first Halo jump. I think this might be the one.
Jack, I've got some important news. The head of the CIA has finally given us the green light for the Virtuous mission.
Virtual mission?
Virtuous
No,
mission.
the Virtuous mission.
Not virtual,
The future
Virtuous.
of our Fox unit depends on it.
Or Fox Unit. Okay, it's not Fox Hound, it's just Fox Unit. Alright.
Virtuous mission? Sounds like some kind of initiation ritual.
You know, don't get cocky. This isn't a training op.
Right. So what exactly is this wonderful mission?
Well,
Dude needs cigars.
about 2 years ago, a certain Soviet scientist requested asylum in the West through one of our moles.
He did he?
His name is Nikolai Stepanovich Sokolov. He's head of the OKB 754 Design Bureau, one of the Soviets' top-secret weapon research facilities,
Oh, really?
and the East's foremost expert on weapons development.
Sokolov? Isn't he that famous rocket scientist?
The very same. On April the 12th, 1961, the Soviets...
He wants to get himself over to American soil.
In history.
The Earth was blue, but there was no God.
Well spoken. The rocket that carried Yuri Gagarin to orbit was the A-1, known as the Vostok rocket. Sokolov is said to be the man most responsible for the multi-engine cluster used in that rocket.
It was basically a big deal.
After Gagarin's flight, Sokolov left rocket development to become the head of the newly established Design Bureau.
From a lowly technician to head of a design bureau, that's quite a success story, so why do you want to defect?
It seems he'd become afraid of his own creations.
As a lot of scientists like that
Call
do,
it a
to be
crisis
fair.
of conscience.
And for that, he left his country and his family behind and went over the fence?
Not exactly. One of his conditions was that his family was also to be taken safely to the West. He used
Okay.
a mole to get the family out first and succeeded in sneaking Sokolov over the Berlin Wall shortly afterwards.
Nice.
I was the one who conducted the operation.
The security on the eastern side was still full of holes back then. Then what?
So why
Got
we
Sokolov
going?
over in one piece, but the whole ordeal had left him exhausted, and we checked him into a hospital in West Berlin.
And then he was
2 weeks and more than 600 miles to get from the research facility in the Soviet Union to Berlin. He was in no condition to say anything coherent.
so. Why is he in
Only a
Russian
week
hands then?
later that we had something much bigger on our hands.
The Cuban Missile Crisis.
October the 16th, 1962, President Kennedy received word that the Soviets were in the process of deploying intermediate-range ballistic missiles in Cuba. The President demanded that the Soviets dismantle and remove the missiles.
Yeah, this was a
Same
big
time, he
deal.
announced
This
a
really was a big
blockade
deal.
to prevent further missile
Like
shipments
almost
reaching Cuba.
came to
But
major
the Soviets
blows.
didn't back down, instead placing their armed forces on secondary alert. Soviet transport ships carrying missiles continued on course towards Cuba. US and Soviet forces went on alert for an all-out...
That's kind of why I like the Metal Gear series.
Frantic
It
negotiations
takes
were conducted
actual things in
with the
history and kind of
Security Council and
bends them slightly to fit their story,
air
but
trigger standoff.
like obviously
Finally,
Cuban Missile
on
Crisis
October
was a real
28th,
thing.
The Soviet Union agreed to remove its missiles from Cuba.
So you kind of learn a bit of
So the
history,
world
military
avoided a
history,
nuclear Holocaust.
or history of war.
But in order to get the Soviets to pull their missiles out, we had to make a deal.
You mean the one where the US agreed to remove its IRBMs from Turkey?
No.
Not that one?
Jupiter IRBMs deployed in Turkey were obsolete, and we were going to get rid of them anyway. They had no strategic value whatsoever to either the US or the Russians. The Turkey deal was a ruse, a cover story that was fed to the other intelligence agencies around the world.
Oh, really?
The Russians
This is where it kind of deviates from actual history.
They wanted us to return Sokolov.
You mean the Soviets pulled out of Cuba just to get their hands on Sokolov?
That's right.
What the hell was he working on?
At the time, we had no idea.
Something not great.
We were running out of time. It was either give up Sokolov or risk full-scale nuclear war. In the end, we had no choice.
Because if you're gonna
gave into Khrushchev's
like run the risk of World War III
Sokolov out of the hospital.
for one guy, that one guy must be very important. He must be doing something really bad.
Disappeared from my sight. Then a month ago, we received some new information from one of our moles.
Okay, do tell.
About Sokolov?
Yes. He was taken back to the research facility and forced to continue working on the weapon in question under KGB supervision.
All right, so
What's
business
more,
as usual.
it's on the verge of completion.
So what kind of weapon is it? Something to do with space rockets?
No, missiles.
Same technology.
Pretty much, yeah.
I guess you're right. We don't know the details, but it appears to be a nuclear device.
Take a
For
missile,
half a year now, the Soviets have
take
been
the stuff
conducting
that you put in a missile,
tests at
swap out a
semi-primitive-
warhead for a
Something to do with
capsule with
weaponized.
people.
We're talking
There you
about
go, you
sending
got yourself a
weapon so
rocket.
big that Khrushchev
Go
was
up
ready
into
to pull
space.
out of Cuba to get it back.
Crazy how like
Sokolov's still in the facility.
they're kind of connected with each other.
No, according to our
how
intelligence,
closely the
he's in
technologies are.
Selinoyarsk, a place in the mountains about 3 miles to the west that's known as the Virgin Cliffs.
The Virgin Cliffs.
All right, that's where we're going.
Named for a virtuous mission.
They moved him there just recently.
Why?
Apparently, they're conducting a field test of the weapon, but it's our best chance to get him back.
Okay.
This mission would never have been possible if he was still in the research facility. This is our last chance. Sokolov must have known that too when he contacted us.
So basically our mission, should we choose to accept it, is break in, get Sokolov across the border. Get Sokolov and bring him back to the west. You know, as fun as it would be,
Jack, your mission is to infiltrate Selinoyarsk in the Soviet mountains, ensure the safety of Sokolov, and bring him back to
Nice.
the west.
I like the little RB button. It actually comes into play a little bit later on.
Before that weapon is
Some cool stuff with it.
We'll be facing a major crisis. The clock is ticking.
I thought that was failing there. That
Once we
looked like it was
confirm the
failing.
rescue Sokolov, stand by at the recovery point. A recovery balloon will be dropped at that point. Helium will be pumped into the balloon to inflate it. The process takes about 20 minutes. Once it's complete, the gunship's arm will latch onto the balloon and pull it up.
The
Skyhook.
surface-to-air recovery system.
Sorry, Fulton.
I'm familiar with the theory.
Fulton system's really cool. Genuine, a real thing as well. I don't know if it's ever done anymore.
I think Sokolov is up to it.
It probably is at some point. I'm not sure if it is actually used in regular military.
So you're planning on going over the border in a single combat talon?
She's equipped with 2 6-barrel 20mm Vulcan cannons, as well as 2 40mm machine guns.
Sounds like she could hold her own against a battalion of tanks.
Even with the
Definitely
fuel
sounds
in the
like it.
reserve tank, we're facing a 4-hour time limit. If all goes well, it shouldn't take more than a few hours.
Home in time for dinner.
But if anything goes wrong,
You'll be eating dinner, breakfast,
and all the rest of your meals in the jungle.
Sounds legit. Jungle food. Yeah, as fun as a skydive would be, trying to... Whoa, hey. Smooth landing. You can tell he's young there because he's not like complaining about his knees. Or he's back. I like it already. I still like it. Puts a smile on my face. It really does. Old school codec as well. None of this nano stuff.
You're already in enemy territory, and somebody might be listening in. From here on out, we'll be using code names to refer to each other.
Alright.
Your code name for this mission will be Naked Snake. I'll be referring to you as Snake from now on. You're not to mention your real name.
Snake?
Sounds like a
Oh,
good
you
plan.
don't like snakes?
What do you mean?
Well, you've eaten one before, haven't you?
In survival training?
I'm glad to hear that.
I don't know if I'd ever order one in a restaurant, but...
Be careful, you might not have a choice.
What about you, Major? What should I call you?
Let's see. I'll be
Major Tom?
Tom. Call me Major Tom. This will
I see.
be
I
a
know
sneaky
what
mission.
it is. You know, I
You
played this
must
before.
not be seen by the enemy.
Wasn't a guess.
Leave no trace of your presence. Is that clear? This kind of infiltration is the Fox unit's speciality. In other words, weapons and equipment are procured on site. That goes for food as well. You're completely naked, just as your name implies.
Great. Now I
Great.
see why you asked me if I
Love
liked
it.
snakes. I suppose calling me Snake was your idea of a joke, too.
No, there's a good reason for that. I'll tell you later when the time is right.
Gotcha.
Oh, really?
Getting back to the subject, how exactly am I supposed to feed myself?
You've been issued a knife and a tranquilizer gun. Use them to hunt for food. You'll also find some medical supplies in your backpack.
Nice.
Yeah, about the backpack. I lost it in a tree on the way down.
We'll be alright.
I see. Well, you'd better go back and get it then. You know where it is?
No problem.
Vaguely,
I can see
yes.
it from here. It's stuck on a branch.
Closer than I remember.
To climb a tree, stand in front of a tree that's covered in ivy and press the action button. I'll be monitoring your progress over the radio. We can't risk violating Soviet airspace, but I'll be in the gunship. My frequency is 140.85.
All right.
I'll give you a call if I need to talk to you. If you need to talk to me, use the send function. Okay, Snake, go get your backpack.
Will do. Will do. And so it begins. Yeah, they basically took everything that was good about the second game and transferred it over to this one and then added so much more. Hello, Snake. Right. Climb up the tree. And that's the cool thing about you can actually shoot from the trees and stuff like that. It's very cool. Backpack obtained. So we now have our rifle, our tranquilizer gun as well.
I see you've retrieved your backpack, Snake.
Absolutely.
To equip a weapon, it's necessary to take it out of your backpack. In the survival viewer, choose weapon
Okay,
from the backpack.
this I know.
Your available weapons will be displayed in a window in the upper left. From that list, choose the weapon you want to equip and press the enter button. For other equipped items, just do the same thing from item.
All right.
Got it. Use the survival viewer backpack.
Yep,
Thank you for
that's
the
right.
thank you for the tip.
Survival is fundamental to this mission. After you've been out in the field for a while, your stamina will start to drop. If your stamina gets too low, it'll affect your performance.
It really
You
does.
won't be able to shoot accurately, for example, and your wounds won't heal as smoothly. Keep an eye on your stamina so you don't run out. To recover lost stamina, you can hunt for local flora and fauna.
Eat all the
Use either your
things.
tranquilizer gun or your knife to hunt.
My only weapon is a Mark 22 Hush Puppy tranquilizer gun?
That's
Yes.
right. It's been fitted with its own suppressor. However, the suppressor will deteriorate every time you fire. Once its durability reaches 0, the noise suppression effect will be gone. So don't get too trigger happy with it. The suppressor's durability is shown in the icon. Any weapons and equipment beyond what you're carrying now, you'll have to find as you go.
I have to find my own weapons and equipment? Whose crazy idea was this anyway?
Solo covert actions are standard Fox operating procedure.
SOP.
You can't leave any traces of your presence. No weapons, equipment, footprints, sweat, or bodily waste. The same goes for bullets and cartridges, too. Your presence in enemy
need to be a
territory
ghost.
is already a violation of international conventions of warfare. There aren't supposed to be any American soldiers in Russia. It could spark an international incident.
Very true.
Can't let
We need to
anyone see
be
you.
completely
Can't
stealthy.
let the enemy know you're there. This is a stealth mission. You're a ghost, Snake, in every sense of the word. And there'll be no rescue if you're captured. The military and US government will deny any involvement in the affair.
Then I'll just have to take care of myself, huh?
Definitely.
I'm afraid so. You've been given a fake death pill for that purpose. SIS guidelines stipulate that soldiers on covert ops like this one be issued a potassium cyanide capsule. Tape it to your body so you can take it when you need to.
How generous of you.
Use it if you're
Yes.
taken prisoner
If you
by
get
the
caught,
enemy. It'll send you into a state of false
basically
death for a short
delete
time.
yourself.
Fooling them into thinking that I'm really dead. So how do I come back to life?
Just take the revival pill.
You mean that thing they put in my tooth before the mission?
That's the one. But be careful. If you remain in a state of false death for too long, nothing will be able to bring you back. Remember that.
I'll keep it in mind.
Okay, so it's,
You
death
said
has a
this was
time limit.
solo mission,
All right.
right?
Right.
I guess that means I can't count on any reinforcements.
None at all.
The mission rests entirely in your hands.
A real one-man army.
Relax. There's a support team ready to back you up over the radio.
Who?
I'll introduce them to you. This time,
This is the
survival
crew.
is of utmost importance.
This is the crew.
The first member of the support team will be in charge of monitoring your physical condition, acting as a medic, so to speak, as well as recording your mission data. She's a member of Fox as well, and she's here on the gunship with me.
She.
Hello,
Yes.
Snake. I'm paramedic. Nice to meet you.
Paramedic.
As in a medic who comes in by parachute.
Aren't you going to tell me your real name?
No.
Are you going to tell me yours, Mr. Snake?
Code names and all that.
It's John Doe.
And they call you Jack for short. You're a regular
20
Captain
years
Nemo.
old, USA.
It means nothing on the
The
battlefield.
answer code you can cycle through the images
No one
up
has
here.
a name. What's your name?
And obviously, last one you
Jane
get
Doe.
information.
Very funny.
I wasn't joking, but I'll tell you my name only if you manage to make it back alive. My frequency is 145.73.
She's also in charge of recording your mission
does he-
data.
he does
Whenever you
actually.
want to save, send a message over the
55.
reserved save frequency, 140.96.
So saving lets me record my mission data.
Yes.
That's right. It also records the state of your health.
Good to know.
There's one more person I want to introduce you to, Snake.
Huh?
Speaking of snakes, you remember the boss, don't you? A
Yes.
legendary soldier and your mentor. Actually, it was the boss that got the DCI's authorization in the first place. She's going to be serving as Fox's mission advisor.
Boss is?
She also helped me plan this mission. She and I were at SAS together.
Jack, is that you? How many years has it been?
Boss?
That's right.
The
It's
boss. I love it.
me. Talk to me. Let me hear your voice.
It's been 5 years, 72 days, and 18 hours.
You've lost
They've
weight.
got a lot of history together.
Just by the sound of my voice.
Of course I can. I know all about you.
Really? Well, I don't know anything about you.
What's that supposed to mean?
Why'd you disappear on me all of a sudden?
I was on a top secret mission.
We all have our missions. Now
You
all
didn't
have our
know.
crosses to bear.
But there were still so many things I wanted you to teach me.
No, I taught you everything you needed to know about fighting techniques. I taught you all I could. The rest you needed to learn on your own.
Techniques, sure. But what about how to think like a soldier?
How to think like a soldier? I can't teach you that.
You cannot teach someone how to think.
A soldier needs to be strong in spirit, body, and technique.
Like, you've got to come up with it yourself.
The only thing you can learn from someone else is technique. In fact, technique doesn't even matter. What's most important is spirit. Spirit and body are like two sides of a single coin. They're the same thing. I can't teach you how to think. You'll just have to figure it out for yourself. Listen to me, Jack.
Solid
Just
advice.
because soldiers are on the same side right now doesn't mean they always will be. Having personal feelings about your comrades is one of the worst sins you can commit. Politics determine who you face on the battlefield. And politics are a living thing. They change along with the times. Yesterday's good might be tomorrow's evil.
Is that why you abandoned me?
No, it had nothing to do
Don't think
with
it's abandonment.
I already told you, Jack. I was on a top secret mission. A soldier has to follow whatever orders he's given. It's not his place to question why. But you're looking for a reason to fight. You are a natural-born fighter, but you're not quite a soldier. A soldier is a political tool, nothing more. That's doubly true if he's a career soldier. Right and wrong have no place in his mission. He has no enemies and no friends.
But we're 10
Only
minutes
the
in.
mission. You follow
Boss be
the
sitting
orders you're
spitting
given.
facts already.
That's what being a soldier is.
That's why this game's so good.
To get the job done. I don't think about politics.
So well written.
That's
So many
not
good
the same
characters.
thing. Sooner or later, your conscience is going to bother you. In the end, you have to choose whether you're going to live as a soldier or just another man with a gun. There's a saying in the Orient, loyalty to the end. Do you know what it means?
Being patriotic.
It means devoting yourself to your country.
I follow the president and the top brass. I'm ready to die for them if necessary.
The president and the top brass won't be there forever. Once their terms are up, others will take their place.
I follow the will of the leader, no matter who's in charge.
People aren't the ones who dictate the missions.
Then who does?
The times. People's values change over time.
Say legit
And so
spitting
do the
facts.
leaders of a country.
No, that's
So
why.
there's no
Oh
such
god.
thing as an enemy in absolute
I'm excited.
terms. The enemies
Genuinely
we
am.
fight are only enemies in relative terms, constantly changing with the times. As long as we have loyalty to the end, there's no point in believing in anything, even in those we love.
And that's the way a soldier's supposed to think.
The only thing we can believe in with absolute certainty is the mission, Jack.
All right, but do me a favor.
What is it?
Call me Snake.
Snake. Oh, right. Your code name is Snake. It suits you well.
That's right. The legendary unit that the boss put together during World War II was a snake. The Cobra unit, a group of heroes that brought the war to an end and saved the world. As long as you've got a legendary hero
The
backing you up, you'll be fine. Isn't that right, Snake?
Pre-evil Goonies.
I can't think of anyone else I'd rather have with me. Oh, and one more thing, boss.
Yes,
It's good to hear your voice again.
same here. After all, who knows if either of us will make it out alive?
Don't
Snake,
say that.
You are always best at urban warfare and infiltrating buildings. But this is the jungle. Survival is going to be key. Those CQC techniques I taught you are sure to come in handy.
CQC. Close quarters combat, huh? I've been in the Green Berets for the past few years. I'm probably pretty rusty.
Not to worry.
You'll pick it up.
I'll be here to help you remember. After all, this is your first actual survival mission. I'll be supporting you over the radio.
Where are you, boss? Next to the major?
The boss is communicating with us by radio from aboard a Permit-class submarine in the Arctic Ocean.
My frequency is 141.80. Call me if you need my advice on battle techniques.
Gotcha.
Got our team
The
together.
mission is to retrieve Dr. Sokolov.
Oh, and also our mission briefing.
Dr. Sokolov is being held in an
Minor
abandoned
briefing.
factory located to the north of your current position. Avoid heavy combat and don't let anyone see you. Don't forget that this is a stealth mission.
You do know that's probably not going to happen, right?
Snake, try to remember some of the basics of CQC.
That stance as well is pretty damn cool.
Commencing Virtuous mission now.
And we're off. Okay. So, left stick will run and move quickly. Oh, sorry, I didn't realize we want. And then if you use a D-pad, you can do proper stealth. How I remember it. We need to keep an eye, because we don't have a radar. We need to keep an eye out for bad guys. I can't remember if there's any over this way. Crocodile. Hello, mud. Ooh. Some loot over on the left-hand side. Oh, I'm sinking. I'm sinking. Hey, 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 hey. I completely forgot you could sink over. Don't attack me. Suppressor. All right. Actually, that's not a crocodile. That's a caiman. See the lovely little pointy nose? That means it's a caiman. And we've got a suppressor at least, so we're alright. I think we are heading this way. Yes, we are. I felt a vibration in the pad there. Oh God. Hello. Lovely binoculars.
Major, I've spotted 2 enemy soldiers.
They're probably KGB troops sent to guard Sokolov.
Alright.
AK-47s and grenades.
Well equipped.
Snake, your presence in Soviet territory is already a violation of international law.
You have told me this
Let
before.
the Kremlin find out that the CIA and the American government are involved. Contact with the enemy is strictly prohibited. Don't engage them in battle either. This is a stealth mission. Got that?
The
Yes.
Major is right. The point of this mission is to sneak through the jungle without being seen. The success of the mission depends on how well you use your camouflage.
Yes, it's a cool system.
Change your camouflage by selecting camouflage.
Needed a
from
bit
the
of
survival
fine-tuning,
viewer.
but it's
the
very cool.
uniform option lets you pick your uniform, while the face option lets you change your face paint. Choosing camouflage that blends in with your surroundings will help you conceal yourself more effectively. Also,
Nice.
don't forget that anything that moves will stand out in the jungle. If you just stand up and run around like an idiot, you're bound to be spotted. But if you
Very true.
crawl instead, you should be able to sneak by without being noticed. You can see how effective your camouflage is by looking at the camo
Okay.
index.
Tutorial mode engaged.
The camo index shows how well your current camouflage
I don't want
blends in
to
with
skip
the
it just in case I
surrounding
skip
area.
something important.
The higher
Like I know
the
all
value,
this.
the harder you are to spot, and vice versa. The key is to make yourself one with nature. Keep that in mind as you go along, okay?
I don't think it ever gets to like 100%. Unless you're using like the actual camouflage. Right, let's just go down here. And we're not taking them down. Should probably not go swinging the knife around. That's probably a bad idea. Right, so camouflage. So these all have their own thing, so we can go DPM plus 30. So that makes us thingy, and then we have plus 5 for woodland. These all have like different ups and downs. So if we go woodland, we'll go up to 75%. And I think we get to 80% if we lie down flat. We're just going to hang out here. He's going slow. And I dare not move. Or 90%. Is he going back? I'm going to just go this way. Into the... in here. We're going to try and get through here without being spotted at all. And I remember being able to do this quite well. Just keep an eye on him. He's on his merry little way. Where is he? I don't know where his friend is. Into the grass. I don't know, are we going right or are we going left? I'm going to go left. No, 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 no. You didn't hear anything.
Nobody here.
Huh? No. All right. All right. That kind of worked, but also didn't work. Snake. Alright. I don't know why you'd suddenly got stuck there. Okay. Something's gone a bit awry. Strange. I remember being able to move when you had the... I remember you being able to move when you had the gun out. For some reason it's not letting me. Okay, are we going up that way? I think we are heading this way. Yes, I think we are. I can't remember if there's anything around the other side. One of those right bumper moments. Oh, hello. This is where you learn to use the environment to your advantage. Okay. This is where the game gets incredibly cool. It's the little things that make this game amazing. Like, I can just choose to take this guy out with the silenced pistol. Or with the silenced trank. No, we don't want to be doing that. However, we've got two guys coming across the bridge over that way. And we've got that guy there. So if we shoot this hornet's nest. The hornets then swarm that guy, and they go chasing after him. And he gets the other two guys, and they all go running off. And then we're free and clear, just come run straight across. And try not to fall off the ladder. Off the bridge. What? Excuse me, what? I'm in trouble. I'm in so much trouble right now. Okay. I didn't expect him to be there. I thought he would have been off with his friends. Alright, so I'm just gonna move you across this way. How good as you got? Oh, bullets. Okay. Alright. I think they come back if you wait too long. So let's not wait for them to come back. I was expecting that other guy to be gone as well.
Major, I've reached the abandoned factory where Sokolov is supposedly being held. This place is a dump.
A little bit rude. Just because it's run down.
I can't see Sokolov from here. The security is pretty tight.
Definitely looks like at least 2 people.
There are sentries posted around the perimeter. I wonder how many are inside.
I don't really know. I'm sure we're going to find
Your
out.
objective, Sokolov, is inside the factory. They should be holding him in a room in the northeast section.
Northeast section.
All right.
Got it.
Be
Up
careful.
there.
Your
It's gonna
mission
tell
is
us.
to bring Sokolov back alive. He must not be exposed to any kind of danger. Do not approach Sokolov while in the alert phase.
Right.
Fair enough.
Oh, and one more thing, Snake.
You mean there's more?
There's always
No,
more.
it's just that when you get to Sokolov, I want you to tell him something from me.
And that is?
Sorry
Yes?
for being so late.
Is that all?
Yes.
Understood. Beginning my approach to the target.
Okay. First things first, we're crouching down. I'm going to see where this guy's... We're just going to lie... To be fair, we're just going to lie down. Definitely got 2 guards. We can't mark them. Which is what I kind of find cool. So we need to get ourselves into this bush right here. And we're going to keep an eye on that guy on the right. That guy on the left I don't think is going to bother us. Unless we go over that way. I don't think he's going to bother us. I see another guy inside the building. I don't know how many people are inside the building, but we're just not going to worry about that right now. Don't turn around. I need to get a good vantage point. Please don't turn. Are you alright? I think he's... Can I go now? Let's just go real quiet like. Hopefully he's going to turn around. I'll put myself in a really bad position. Put myself in a really bad position. I'm 95% camo. I cannot believe he has not spotted me. I mean, I'm camouflaged and he's probably blind as a bat. Let's just continue going. We're not even going to worry about it. We're not going to worry about it. We're just going. I'm just going... Don't climb up. Don't stand up. For real, Snake, don't stand up. I think it's going to be a bad idea to go inside this building right now. That'll be a yes. That would be a yes. There's a guy right in there. I need to try and get a vantage point where I can see how many people are inside the building. There's a guy right over there. Hi. Or are you coming back? Or are you coming back this way? Let's maybe... I think we might be in a bad position right now. I don't know which way he's going. I don't know if anyone's going to come out that door right there. Snake, what are you doing? What are you doing, Snake? Like, for real? Why are you standing up? Yeah, that's a really bad move going in there. Let's not go in there. Let's not go that way. I'm thinking if I can get up onto the roof. There's a ladder over there. I seem to remember there being a ladder over there. If I can get up onto the roof, then I can get a good vantage point of where everyone is. I'm also conscious, do I need to take this guy down? Or can I get up onto the roof without him spotting us? I'm leaning more towards knocking him out. We're gonna risk it. Snake, get up, get up, get up. I cannot believe I can't believe we pulled that off. I was expecting him to turn around at any second. Right. Got one guy doing there. One guy down there. Hello, bird. We'll do some food as well. Should we do food? Let's have ourselves some honey. Nice, okay, so we've got honey. We do get, like, the human-made rations. Calorie mate block. I think was calorie mate a real thing? I think it was. We're in the 60s, aren't we? Aye. It was kind of like a meal ready to eat from the 60s, I think. He's doing his own thing. At least got 3 guys. 1 outside, 2 in the building. 1 in the upper building. 1 in the lower building. No one who can spot me right now. He's leaving. Is there anyone in this room? That's the door I need to get to. I'm so glad I came this way. I am really glad, because I was going to jump down... Wrong one. I was going to jump down there where that bird is, and then, because I thought the door was where that guy was standing. But no. So can I just drop down here? Straight in. Nice. Alright. I'll take that. Hello. I'm also wondering how I'm getting out. To be fair, I didn't take anyone down. So I'm wondering how I'm going to get out of here. Sokolov. My guy.
You must be Sokolov.
Are you one of Volgin's men?
No.
You'll never get it from me.
No, I'm not. I've come to collect you.
CIA agent. I've come to escort you back to the other side of the Iron Curtain.
You're CIA?
Yes.
I was sent by Major Zero, the man who got you out 2 years ago.
Zero?
Indeed.
I have a message from him.
What is it?
He said to tell you sorry for being so late.
Did he now?
Yes, he did.
What does it mean?
It means he's a man of his word. But we've got no time for this.
See, this game still looks really impressive. Like, given its age as well,
Colonel Volgin,
it's still very good. And it's just the fact that it's getting a remake is just, oh, still good now.
Thunderbolt. Never heard of him.
Thunderbolt.
He's a member of the army's extremist faction, a man who seeks to seize control of the motherland. Ever since the Cuban Missile Crisis 2 years ago, Khrushchev has been pursuing a policy of peaceful coexistence with the West. Despite resistance and criticism from hawks in the army and the provincial authorities, Khrushchev has managed to suppress the opposition so far. But the failure of his agricultural policies has put him in a precarious position. And on top of that, the tragedy last November.
President Kennedy's assassination.
Just needs a little bit of a push.
Precisely.
And everything goes to shit.
Khrushchev has lost his biggest partner, and his power base is rapidly crumbling away. A certain group is plotting to use this opportunity to seize power by rallying the anti-government forces, overthrowing Khrushchev, and installing Brezhnev and Kosygin in his place. The mastermind behind this plot is Colonel Volgin of the GRU. He has control over another secret weapons research facility.
I always think of
OKB-812.
what's it now? What's it called? Despicable Me when I see GRU.
But that is not enough to satisfy him. Now he's plotting to seize the secret weapon I have been developing here and use it as leverage in his bid for power.
What weapon though? What were you working on, my friend?
The intelligence says that they are going to make their move during the test.
Then, the soldiers outside.
Exactly.
Also, it's not a very soundproof room.
Just to keep me inside. Their orders were to prevent Colonel Volgin from capturing me.
Okay.
Even
So
if it meant
not
killing
bad
me
guys,
in the
not
process.
the bad guys of the bad guys.
Volgin will come. I'm sure of it. You must get me out of here before then.
Leave it to me.
Yes. We're off. We're leaving.
By the way, your Russian is superb. Where did you learn to speak it?
Was he speaking Russian?
From my mentor.
Is that so?
Is this one of those things
truly
where he's actually they're both speaking Russian? It's automatically translated into English.
Thoughts?
No. I have no love for this place. Let's go.
Also, I kind of don't know how we're getting out of here because I didn't take anyone down. So they're all going to be still outside waiting for us.
Sokolov is safe with me. He's doing fine. No injuries.
Good work, Snake. Now hurry up and get Sokolov to the recovery point. We'll rendezvous with you there.
Roger.
Certainly.
What about the sentries?
I managed to get past them.
I see.
What about the boss?
We lost contact with the boss some time ago.
What happened?
It's probably just a weak signal. Just hurry and get Sokolov out of there.
Okay. Mysterious. Lost contact with boss. Don't be standing in the middle of the doorway, dude. We're being stealthy. Where's their own gun? What are those hands doing? Saw a shadow there. Another one. We're being ambushed. Another guy.
Freeze!
Why? We're in a bit of a pickle.
So this is the legendary boss.
Hello.
Huh? We meet at last. You're from the Ocelot unit of Spetsnaz. Huh. What's a GRU soldier doing here? Soldier?
I don't think so.
He's the Ocelot commander. That's Major Ocelot to you. And don't you forget it.
He's so flamboyant. I love it. I love him.
Sokolov is ours. Now get out of here.
In case you're wondering, it's Revolver Ocelot. When he's young. He's a young Revolver Ocelot. I like how he just shot 2 people before, and no one, the other guys didn't even bother shooting, like, no one bothered to shoot him. Like, is that even possible? I mean, you could always, like, ricochet bullets really well, so I don't know whether that's just like a power of his. It was a nice callback to Metal Gear Solid 1.
I can't say it feels good to kill a comrade, even if it is for the GRU.
Sokolov, take cover.
You get out of here. Hide. Yeah, I'm not the boss.
Not the boss, are you?
No. So extra. He is so extra. I love him.
GRU operatives!
Yeah, but you don't have to tell me.
What is that stance? Huh. That gun.
Yeah, still gonna kick your ass.
If you're not the boss, then die.
Capitalize on your mistake. This is why Snake is Snake.
Leave it! Shoot the other one! Whoa!
It's the power of CQC. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, what are you going to do now? Boom. Power slam. Oh, that's the first guy was shot. Nice trunk took a while. Could have got him in the head though. Would have taken him down instantly. Better check what you're doing, my dude. Make fun of my stance.
Impossible. You ejected the first bullet by hand, didn't you? I see what you were trying to do, but testing a technique you've only heard about in the middle of battle wasn't very smart.
Yeah, no good move.
To have your gun jam on you. Besides, I don't think you're cut out for an automatic in the first place. You tend to twist your elbow to absorb the recoil. That's more of a revolver technique.
You filthy American dog!
Oh, you're going for it. Just going for another one. Okay, I don't mind ass kicking you again.
But that was some fancy shooting.
Fair.
You're pretty good.
Legit was fancy. Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Alright, Sokolov, let's go. We need to get out of here. Before everyone wakes up. Or more people come around. Oh no, we're just going to take a call. Okay. Never mind.
Major, do you read me?
I
Yes.
read you. Snake, you all right?
I've run into a few snags. These guys were after Sokolov too. Apparently they were taking orders from a GRU colonel named Volgan.
A GRU colonel?
Part of an
Yes.
internal Soviet power struggle, according to Sokolov. Something between the KGB and GRU. Between Khrushchev's supporters and Volgan's.
Sokolov was being guarded by the KGB and hunted by GRU? Snake, it sounds like this could be even hotter than Cuba.
I mean, we are in a jungle.
Like it.
The jungle's pretty damn
The whole
hot.
thing stinks.
I agree. You'd
Oh,
better
this
hurry.
jungle's pretty damn hot.
Sokolov ran off by himself, but I'll catch up to him.
We're counting on you.
Alright, so I guess we are... I'm just going to see. Do you have anything? Do you have any goodies? You do. Oh, a mouse trap? Anything else? No? Alright. I think we're alright just running now. I think we're heading back towards the bridge. Sokolov, my boy, are you alright?
You okay?
Those men were from the Ocelot unit.
Spetsnaz?
Yes.
The best GRU has to offer.
Not good enough because we'll wipe the floor with them. I say we like I was in control there.
I'll get you out of here, I promise. And we've got some of the best backup we could ask for.
Look,
Boom. What might you be? Hello.
That's what they were making you build.
yes, the Shagohod. The treading behemoth. A tank capable of launching nuclear IRBMs.
It can launch nuclear missiles from that kind of terrain.
Oh, yes. And without support from friendly units.
A nuclear-equipped tank capable of operating solo.
The first Metal Gear. Dare I say it?
Is that thing finished?
No, this is only the end of Phase 1.
Phase
It won't
1.
be truly finished until we complete Phase 2.
Phase 2.
The weapon's true form.
What is Phase 2?
If it is completed and the Colonel gets his hands on it, it will mean the end of the Cold War.
The end of the Cold War.
And the start of World War 3?
And then the age of fear will truly begin.
A world war.
I had no choice but to cooperate. I didn't want to
And we
die.
have an itchy foot. I'm sorry. You might see us.
To see my wife and child.
I'm just going to
again
scratch
in
this
America.
while this is on.
Please, take me to America. Quickly. They cannot complete it without my help.
Got it. Let's go.
I mean, I could just throw him off this bridge. And then that will be the problem solved. Although the Americans want him, so I'll probably get wrong for that. Yeah, don't look down. No, we're not looking over there. Just stay close. Hello? Hi, boss. I thought you were on a submarine. Hello.
Boss?
Oh, I mean, at least it's counterbalanced now. I don't think we should be on this bridge. This is not a good bridge.
Good work, Jack.
What are you doing here?
Sokolov comes with me.
Oh, he does he? Evil Goonies. The precursor to the Evil Goonies. Go on, hi. Bye. There's 2 members of the boss's unit. I think that's the pain and that's the fear. They're all like emotion based.
Let us fight together again.
I have waited long for this day.
We will fight with you once more. Welcome back, boss.
Now that
Yep,
all
creepy
5 of
eyes.
us are together, it's time we go to the depths of hell itself.
Welcome back to the unit. Can I join the unit? Make everything easier.
It's raining blood.
Hello,
Is
ghost
he
man.
crying?
Yeah, he's ghosty. Ghost guy. And there's... Hi.
Kuwabara, Kuwabara.
Mr. Electric Guy. Hi. I love what you're doing with your face.
Ah, what a joyful scene.
Colonel Vogan.
Okay,
Welcome to
it
my
is Vulcan.
country. And to my unit.
So, this, I'm going to say it again, I really love this game.
is this?
I'm so happy I'm playing it
I'm
again.
defecting to the Soviet Union.
Oh, you are,
Sokolov
are
is
you?
A little gift from my new hosts.
Recoilless nuclear warheads.
That's a thing.
These will make a fine gift for me.
This can't be happening.
Who is he? Another one of your disciples?
Not quite.
A We taking him with us?
No, this one is still just a child. Too pure for us Cobras. He has not yet found an emotion to carry into battle.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Think you can pull the trigger?
Probably not. Get that. Okay. I don't think my gun's supposed to do that. I don't think you can win this. Snake, I don't think you can win this fight. Ow! That hurt. That hurts just looking at it. Oof.
He's seen my face. We can't let him live.
I mean, I'm good at forgetting faces.
If Khrushchev finds out about this, we're finished.
Bullet knuckle dusters.
Wait. He's my apprentice. I'll take care of him.
I mean, I think you use a charge. You can punch here and then use his charge to fire the bullets with his bare hands. That's impressive. Not good. Oof, broken rib. That's gotta be broken ribs. Dislocated elbow. Not, I don't think it's broken. Dislocated elbow. Broken elbow. And okay, we're off the bridge. Bye.
The new blood has been rejected.
I think we're alright. Just going for a swim. See you later.
Are we done here?
Now, onto Sokolov's research facility.
Shagohod is ours.
How could you, boss? How could you?
Drift away. My place is with them now.
Yeah, we're gonna get back to you on that. Wakey wakey snake. Wakey wakey. It's a little thing like that, like when you flipped over there.
Snake, can you hear me?
Maybe.
Yeah. Just barely.
Snake, listen to me. You need emergency medical treatment. Can you move?
A little bit, yes. Probably hurts a lot.
Those wounds treated. Hang in there. All right, let's get you fixed up. Paramedic?
Okay, Snake. Just relax and it'll all be over before you know it.
So that's a cool thing. Paramedic.
With me.
Obviously, we use paramedics all the time. Like,
thank you.
we know paramedics. It literally used to be a parachuting medic, as she said when she was introducing herself.
We'll talk about that.
That's where the whole
later.
thing
First,
came
we've gotta
from.
get you patched up.
Okay.
I'm 99% certain that's the factual.
First, open the survival
Pretty
viewer
sure
with
that's
the
factual
start button.
and not an in-game thing.
If you select cure, you can start the treatment.
Yes, we can do
Healing is divided
healing
into treatment
stuff.
using medicine with the item window button and surgical treatment using the weapon window button. Your injuries include a fractured left elbow and rib bone and lacerations on your upper arms, right elbow, and abdomen.
In other
They need
words,
to be fixed
she
using
kicked our
surgical
ass.
treatment. Move the healing cursor with the left stick to the affected part of your body. Once you've selected the affected area, hold the weapon window button and use the left stick to select the medical item and then press the enter button.
Alright.
With this method, you can use items to help your recovery process.
See, this I already know.
To treat a bone
I remember all
fracture,
this.
first secure the affected area with a fastener and then wrap it in bandages. That should do it. For lacerations, you'll need disinfectant to clean the wound, sutures to stitch it up, styptic to slow the flow of blood, and bandages to wrap the wound. If you do everything I mentioned, the wound should heal completely. Understood?
Yeah.
Absolutely, yes.
Stay with me. Go into the survival viewer and treat those wounds.
Thank you for the medic. Right, so let's go straight in here. Cure. And we want... deep cut. I can't remember what it said now. Cut. So we want... disinfectant, styptic, suture, bandage. There we go, and then another cut. I think we can do these in any order. We can. Let's do the cuts first. Suture cut, bandage, styptic, disinfectant, bone fracture, and then one last deep cut. Disinfectant, suture, bandage, styptic. Let's do ribs, which are splint, bandage, splint, and bandage. There we go. Medical stuff. That's another one of the cool features added to this game. Don't look. I don't like it. I don't like it. Oh. I know. You know what it is? I know how that feels. Not my elbow. It was my knee. My knee. It's that squelchy. Oh, it's that squelchy pop. It's dislocated thing. It's a squelchy pop. It's horrible. It's a horrible feeling. And whenever I hear it, the same sound in games and stuff like that, and films, I feel it. And it's horrible. You're in rough shape.
Good job, Snake.
We're coming to get you now. Just stay where you are. We'll drop a recovery balloon.
Yeah, I'm not planning on going anywhere, to be fair. Oh, hello. Little Easter egg there. That was a little Easter egg. Easily missed. It's always handy. Whenever you always do the red bumper, you can skip it if you don't want to do it, but you always do it. Have a bit of a look around because it's usually something cool. No wheels on that thing. Just dragging its ass around. Does she know he's still alive? Ocelot. This is the birth of Ocelot as well.
Excellent. A great success. Thanks to the boss and her cobras, I have both Sokolov and the Shagohod.
Hi. Were you smelling?
What are we going to do with the girl?
Who is she?
Apparently she's Sokolov's woman.
Oh, really? Is she now? Hello.
She's a nice catch.
Actually, to be fair, she is quite pretty.
Take her.
Oh, you will now, will you?
Not so fast, my dear.
Some lipstick.
A kiss of death?
Are you KGB?
We may be able to use her.
Not a lipstick.
She has spunk.
That's not... That's... Well, sorry. Spunk means something completely different in the UK.
Perhaps we should.
I know what it means in this context, but it means something completely different.
I think it's time I gave this marvelous new toy a try.
Colonel, even if they are our enemies, they're still our countrymen.
But it won't be me that pulled the trigger.
Exactly.
Friend, the American defector.
You're going to nuke your fellow Russians?
Apparently, yes.
Remember the Alamo.
Colonel!
So yes, he really did that. That's a real thing. He did that. That was a thing that he has done. A parachuting nuke. I'm very surprised we survived that. I think it's a low yield. It has to be a low yield one. Still impressive cloud though. Why, yes. Right, hold on. Just in case it kicks straight in after a save. Right. I'm going to leave that here for this week. That's the end of the Virtuous mission. We're going to be going into like the main part of the game after this. So then we're going to leave that here. It basically works similar to in the second game, like the tanker and the big shell. But we're not playing as a different character in the second part. We're still playing as Snake. So we're going to leave that here. This is a good spot to leave it. Let's go Big Me real quick and let's talk about it very quickly. So yes, this, like I said before, is one of my favourite Metal Gear Solid games. It is my favourite Metal Gear Solid game of the entire franchise. So far, I enjoyed the other ones, but this is my favourite so far. They might do another one. I'm not entirely sure. It might happen. It might not happen. Who knows? They're just doing what they want to do. So, like I said, we're going to obviously leave that here. This obviously episode was very cutscene heavy, and I think when we get into, from what I remember, there's still a good amount of cutscenes in the main part of the game. There's just a lot more gameplay in between the cutscenes. This is obviously the first episode, it's very cutscene heavy and not a huge amount of gameplay, which is not ideal for a first episode. However, the rest of them are going to be a lot better because we're going to have a lot more gameplay, and it's going to balance itself out nicely. So yeah, we're in trouble. The bad guys launched the Davy Crockett. I think it's the Davy Crockett. I think it's called that. Basically, Sokolov is now under enemy control again. They have the big bad boss guy, you know, the first Metal Gear, or the Metal Gear prototype, shall we call it. And our boss, our mentor, has defected to the enemies with her crew, and we got our ass kicked. All's good in a day's work. That's a good day's work. So yeah, we're going to be jumping into the main part of the game starting next week. Hope you have enjoyed this episode. If you have, please let me know in the comment section below. If you are new here, feel free to come hang out, come check out some other stuff that we'll have going on. We would love to have you here. If you are not new here, welcome back. Thank you again for all the support. It is always appreciated. Please remember, or friendly reminder, I don't know why I say please remember there. Friendly reminder, I do have memberships available on the channel. Should you wish to partake in those, you can get access to these videos up to a week in advance. Pretty much what I'm doing is as soon as the video is ready, it gets uploaded and gets immediately put up for early access. So at the minute, I think it's 8 days early. It's variable, so it might change. It just literally just depends on what else is going on in my life. Well, we're in a good spot right now. So if you're interested in that, grab yourself a tier 2 and you can get them early. If you're not interested in that, you can just hang out a little bit longer and they become available to everyone after, well, a week basically. A week, 8 days roughly. Just have to be a bit of patience. A little bit of patience. Which I think is most people. So, also, please remember to be a light in the dark for someone. You never know when a single word or act of kindness will change someone's life for the better, or could change someone's life for the better, or in ways you may never understand. You never know how your words can affect people. So use them wisely. I love you off the bottom of my heart, and you all know what's coming. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. And as always, just see you on the flip side. Bye bye.